What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And today's video will be for 100% dedicated to the letter, to the response from FINRA in regards to the bipartisan open letter that was signed by more than 74 Congress members. And guys, I have to say that this letter is quite interesting. It's a very lengthy answer, but it has some tricky parts. And in today's video, I will show you these parts in details. And I will show you my thoughts in regards to the behavior of FINRA. And I will show you why potentially SEC did not disclose any information yet. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button. Just hit the like button and let's move forward. First of all, let me start with this tweet that was published by Representative Ralph Norman. 15 hours ago, right after I made my previous video, he published this. For those concerned about MMTLP and the MMTLP fiasco, I received a lengthy response from FINRA, link below. I'm looking forward to talking with Dennis Neal on Neal podcast very soon about this. Still waiting on response from you, SEC. And here's the link to this document, and I have to admit that it is a quite long document. As I already mentioned, it has 32 pages in it. But the response itself is not so long. And let me show you another quite interesting and important, in my opinion, tweet. Representative Alec Rain reposted this tweet that was written by Representative Ralph Norman, and he said, "We will keep pushing on this until the MMTLP community gets the answers and transparency that they deserve. It's been well over a year now. Enough is enough." And if you don't know who Representative Alec Rain is, he is the first Congress member who signed the first letter. He wrote it by himself and he signed it, I guess, at the very beginning of June. And definitely he started this trend, if I use the correct word. He started this trend to write letters to Gary Gensler and Robert Cook in regards to our case. So let's continue with the letter itself. I have to admit that it is quite interesting letter, but it has some issues and it has some factual issues. So, they started this letter with this statement, and it is the answer to the first, let me show to the first question. Provide a timeline of trading of MMTLP on the OTC markets. The actions taken by the SEC, self-regulatory organizations, the issuers, the transfer agent, and any other relevant parties during the time MMTLP was traded, and the transaction that produced NextBridge Hydrocarbons shares. And they answered this. FINRA's decision to halt trading was due to clearance and settlement concerns in light of the structure and timing of the corporate action. So the very first sentence in this response is quite interesting, because they are pointing to the actions that potentially might not be the reason of this trading halt. But if it is the reason, why did they push this case forward? Why didn't they stop all the trades right after they published the corporate action? And let me show you this tweet that was written by Glass Guy and that was reposted by John Burda in regards to the same answer. So, obvious question, why did you approve a corporate action that had a settlement issue? Why didn't you just push it back a day? And yes, the question is very straightforward. FINRA approved this corporate action, and basically they did it intentionally, and they had to revise all the details of this corporate action. And why in the world they didn't do their job properly? Why in the world they didn't stop this document? On top of that, let me show you this tweet that was written by Pocahontas, and Pocahontas refers to the tweet that was written by Marcus. So first of all, FINRA stuck their foot in their mouth by bringing up the rule 6490. FINRA revised the corporate action. So, in essence, the deficient corporate action came from FINRA, not the company. The company did not even pay for it and were told to not make much of it. And let me show you the tweet, original tweet that was written by Marcos. So, Marcos made this screenshot with two major bullet points. And the title of the screenshot is following: How FINRA broke the law several times. 1. Metamaterials announces FINRA has processed corporate action for exchange of Series A preferred shares. And 2. Metamaterials announces FINRA has revised corporate action for exchange of Series A preferred shares. And here's the add-on. It is their own 6490 rule, and you can find it in this letter as well. And let me quote it for you. Corporate actions are the responsibility of the issuer. FINRA does not initiate, approve, or conduct the underlying corporate action that the issuer is taking. FINRA's role is limited to reviewing and processing the submission and announcing the corporate action to market participants, unless the corporate action documentation is found to be deficient under Rule 6419, in which case FINRA may determine not to process the corporate action. So, it is a pure evidence that FINRA breaches their own rules, their own laws. And guys, they are trying to say that they are not guilty in this situation, but it is their main purpose to prevent this type of issues. So, let me show you the most important question. The most important question is number 9 in the letter, in the bipartisan open letter. Provide the delivery of a certified, audited, and consolidated count of shares that were held by all U.S. and foreign financial institutions, together with their clearing firm counterbrokers, including trades not reported in the consolidated audited trail related to MMTLP on the date of December the 12th, 2022. And here is some add-ons, what information should be added to this response. And let me show you what did FINRA write. FINRA cannot perform a certified, audited, and consolidated count of shares. Are you kidding me, guys? FINRA cannot perform it. So, let me show you this tweet that was written by John Burda. FINRA admits that shares can be held by foreign and overseas custodians, of which they have no jurisdiction, which means short interest reporting and policing of naked short selling is a sham. Why would the SEC and or FINRA allow a US security to be offshored and or never settled via the US settlement system? This is criminal. Congress needs to act on this, in my opinion. What good is FINRA if they can't track all trades and settle all trades in US securities? And let me show you that Mark Basil responded to this. FINRA can provide Congress with all of the trading data of its domestic brokers, and Congress can get experts to decipher the data to determine any imbalances. It's ridiculous that FINRA can't access or supply this data. That's their whole purpose to exist, to monitor its brokers. And I completely agree with Mark. FINRA's one of the main FINRA's functions is to monitor broker-dealers and to know what potential violations might occur on the market. And guys, let me remind you that FINRA and SEC, we basically know about FINRA's and SEC FOIA letters, where they directly stated that they started bullshitting this information on MMTLP and MMAT ticker symbols back in December of 2022. So, and guys, let me show you this response, this tweet that was written by Richard Hoffman. And Richard wrote, per discussion between SEC and FINRA, the letter of Sam Drady, where they state on December the 5th that both MMTLP and MMAT are currently being bullshitted. If nothing else, if FINRA has no authority to audit, etc., as they claim, they certainly can turn over redacted versions of the bullshit data as reference on the 5th, as well as any subsequent counts. Additionally, and certainly not confidential, FINRA and the SEC should turn over and disclose all communications between FINRA and SEC and any broker on or market maker from December the 1st, 2022 to the current time, which references MMTLP or next bridge hydrocarbons. And guys, I have to say that we found just within last 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes, we found two discrepancies in FINRA's letter. And guys, the most obvious question is, where is the answer from Gary Gensler and SEC? And let me show you a quite interesting tweet that was published by Crucial Mix. 10 hours ago, he published this. Who else thinks if and when Gary responds, he is going to be throwing FINRA and brokers under the bus to save his own skin? And guys, I think Crucial Mix is right, because previously we knew that SEC already pushed FINRA under the bus in a previous FAQ section related to MMTLP shares. And I think we will see this respond, and it will be very important for us, because let me remind you that Ralph Norman mentioned about this. Still waiting on a response from you, SEC. So, yes, I think we have to wait. And guys, I have to say that this letter is quite interesting. And if you want to know more about the details, I highly suggest you to watch the video that was made by RareDD. And he said in his Twitter account, basically he made this video in order to show how many discrepancies are there in the FINRA's actions and how many violations did they do. So, and I have to say that this video is quite lengthy. It is about 40 minutes long, but it explains, I think it explains everything in these documents, and all the discrepancies were mentioned by Joshua, by RareDD, and I have to admit that it is a huge work that was made by one of our community members. And I have to give a huge shout out to him in order to show my respect. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad.